I never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement, and I'm reading it slow so I can understand it fully. Appreciate my standing, go out of this world and right on time. Oh, never in my life have I seen the sky light up like this. I'm far away from Earth and I wanna know if you exist. Mission control, do you read me? Send me my coordinates lately. Mission control, am I drifting? Tell me to someone who will love me. Yeah, wait, I think I'll last a bit longer. Fine.
Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone to another Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Wherever you are, whatever you may be doing, thank you so much for making Ref Brandon and the Todd Family a part of your day. We always greatly appreciate it. For all the Major League Baseball fans out there, this is the time of the year where we can get excited because it is officially Major League Baseball season. Of course, the regular season was backed up about a week or week and a half because of the lockout, but everything has been settled now, and it's now time to start the regular season, and it will be a full 162 game season. So just like last year, I'm going to quickly preview the Braves. I'm going to tell you what I think their starting lineup will look like. Just remember, when I tell you this starting lineup, that is only my prediction as we start the season, because Ronald Acuna Jr. should be back by the end of the month, and of course if he is, the lineup will look completely different. So this is just going to be their starting lineup until Ronald Acuna Jr. comes back, and like I said, it's looking like he is on pace to be back at the end of April. But I believe that Ozzie Albies, the second baseman, will start the season off as the leadoff hitter. We know the Braves don't really have a true leadoff hitter. Ronald Acuna Jr. always hits leadoff, but he is not your prototypical leadoff hitter, but he does good in that spot. But for the time being, I think it'll be Albies, and Eddie Rosario will bat second. Matt Olson, the new first baseman from the Oakland A's, will bat third, just like Freddie Freeman did. And Austin Riley, the third baseman, will bat cleanup. And Marcell Ozuna is back. He will be the Braves' DH this year. Adam Duvall will bat sixth and play center. Alex Dickerson, who the Braves just went out and signed on March 16th, I believe it was, he will bat seventh. And the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, will bat eighth. And shortstop Dansby Swanson will bat ninth. And I'm glad the Braves went out and signed Alex Dickerson, because with Acuna Jr. being out hurt, it was either Alex Dickerson or Orlando Arcia, and Orlando Arcia just flat out can't hit. So Dickerson will probably be just about an everyday outfielder until Ronald Acuna Jr. comes back. That is my prediction for what the Braves lineup will look like until they get Acuna Jr. back in the lineup. And Max Fried is going to be their number one starter. Charlie Morton, number two. Ian Anderson, number three. And it's looking like for the time being, it will be Huascar Ynoa at number four and Kyle Wright at number five. But I do believe that Tucker Davidson will quickly take the number five spot away from Kyle Wright. And also, if you have not heard or if you've forgotten, the Braves went out and got Kenley Jansen from the Dodgers, and they said the only reason why they got him was because Will Smith agreed to be the setup man. So Will Smith will be the setup man, and Kenley Jansen will be the closer. But I believe by the All-Star break, Will Smith will be the closer again, because Kenley Jansen is still good, but he's nowhere close to what he was 5 or 6 years ago. So I do believe by the middle of the season, Will Smith will be the closer again. It's amazing to me that last year the Braves won the World Series and Will Smith didn't give up a run in the entire postseason, and people still don't like Will Smith. I just don't get it. I don't understand it. You can't do any better than go out there and pitch the entire postseason and give up no runs. And speaking of the bullpen, Luke Jackson is hurt. They're hoping to get him back by June, but he is out a minimum of 60 days, and I personally have a feeling that he'll be out all season long. That's just my prediction. Luke Jackson was so good last year, but he kicks off this season on the injured list. And while I'm talking baseball, I'll go ahead and make my predictions for each division. I think the Braves will win their division. If you look at the Major League Baseball higher-ups and all the behind-the-scenes people that know all this stuff, they have the Phillies predicted to win the division. But the Phillies have absolutely no pitching. Their offense is going to be even better this year than it was last year. They've upgraded even more, but they have no pitching at all. So I don't trust the Phillies. And the Mets look good on paper, but the Mets always look good on paper. And then when the season starts, they're right around 500. So I think the Braves will win their division. I think the Milwaukee Brewers win the Central, and the Los Angeles Dodgers win the West. Out in the American League, I've got the Red Sox in the East, the White Sox in the Central, and the Astros in the West. And I mentioned a while ago that the Braves' new closer, at least for the time being, will be Kenley Jansen. Former Braves closer Craig Kimbrell is now with the Dodgers. So this year when the Braves play the Dodgers, you get to see former Brave Freddie Freeman and former Brave Craig Kimbrell. Kenley Jansen is past his prime, and Craig Kimbrell is also past his prime. Any thoughts on the season, please feel free to let me know. And in case you have not heard, Justin Upton was released over the weekend by the Angels, and quite honestly, I'm surprised by that. You're talking about a guy that hits 260 or better every year and hits 25 home runs or better every single year. And if you look at the Angels lineup, their lineup outside of Ohtani is not that impressive. So why they didn't want him, I don't know. But any thoughts on where you think Justin Upton will end up? He's only 34 years old, so he's not done playing yet. He will wind up somewhere. Now you got to remember the National League also has the DH now, so he could go to an American League team or a National League team and just be a DH and no longer play the outfield. Let's go ahead and get our dad joke of the day in here. What do you get when you cross a snail and a porcupine? A slowpoke. And that wraps it up for today's Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Until next time, it's Ref Brandon saying, just like in pro wrestling, life can be over by the count of 3. Tell your friends and family how much you love them. Bye.